It's the Crisco Kid Block Party.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Snow the Prada.
Hey, how you doing?
Come on, it's been a minute. A lot's changed for you since, man, I go back, South by Southwest, watching you perform and like, you know what I mean? I've seen so many people grow where there's a couple people by the stage and it goes a couple hundred and goes a couple thousand. And then now you got 2-point-something million followers on IG. Man, congratulations on everything, Snow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. From me being the one that was battling to judging battles now, like it's crazy.
Look at the segue. That's exactly where we're going right here.
You heard?
Batalla Red Bull, that's going down this weekend, the U.S. National Finals. Now, for those that don't know about what Red Bull's been doing, like in hip hop, obviously, for those that know me from, being a part of the Red Bull 3-style competition in the DJ world, they've been doing this. The battles, Batalla, for many years here, where they've been looking for some of the best MCs, whether you freestyle, whatever you do, if you nice on a mic, they've been looking for you across the world in English and in Spanish. And Snow, talk about how you got involved with Red Bull, the Batalla, and you, like you just said, you judging them. Talk to us about what's going on.
Listen, I'm blessed that I was invited to judge. I mean, with social media nowadays, everybody thinks they're entitled to judge everybody, but I definitely am not one of them. I don't be commenting no judgy stuff. But on this, it's awesome because I do come from that. Originally, I did do more of the aggressive battle beef style type rap. And, nowadays I make a little bit more like music like that for twerking, I guess is what I could say. It's just like I want to see the women twerk. But I am very glad that they appreciate my skills, especially being a woman, especially being Mexicana, being queer, being all these things that sometimes in the music industry can hold you back. I think for them to just think I'm deemed cool enough to judge, I'm glad to be here. And I'm very excited.
Yeah, but see, that's you being modest because I know, like I said, I've known you for a while and to see your growth and just how dope you are. And a lot of people, whether they recognize it or not, you're at a point where you're forcing them to recognize it. They can't deny it any longer. And I think it's great that corporations and corporate money is paying attention. And you've done a lot of things, including TV. We'll get into that in a minute. But just speaking on the skills on the mic, as a judge, and that's kind of part of the title is being judgmental, because you're going to have to take like your skill and your experience, what you've learned, like as a performer and then on the music, the business side as well. What are you looking at when, we've seen the winners. Let me look at the IG right quick, because I know there was Costa Rica that's already happened, Mexico, Uruguay, Chile, Colombia. They just had their competition last weekend, but stepping into the ring or the battle arena this weekend, what are you looking for? Like, what are you judging based on that's going to take that person to the next level?
I feel like I'm a very good technical rapper. You could say whatever you want about whatever, hit records, whatever, but being a good technical rapper is a skill in its own. And I think with freestyle and with boom bap or with lyrical stuff, it's very important to stay in the pocket. The amount of, syllable rhymes and, the schemes and the cadence and all those things matter, the clarity, the pronunciation, all those things are really where I really feel like I'm good at. So I'll kind of be judging from that aspect of like, just everybody nowadays likes to do this and say a bunch of rap, killing to get in of it. And it's like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't like that. Like, stop doing that. So to me, I definitely am looking for just creativity and like new ways that, that things sound. I don't like when people just rap fast, but they're slurring their words. It's like mad annoying to me.
I mean, if you're going to chop, you got to chop correct, right?
Exactly.
We got to be able to hear it clearly. Because when I hear some lazy ass, some sloppy chopping, you know what I'm saying? It's
just bro, you need to drink some water, dog.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get some water. He needs some water is what he needs. Yeah. So like you said, the technical aspect, and then knowing if it's in Spanish, right? So whether it's bilingual, whether it's in Spanish, which I would assume when you're doing in the U.S., you're going to get a little bit of both more than maybe in other countries. Does it change the way that you're judging, or does it change the way you listen? Because you've had the opportunity to work with some of the dopest English and Spanish rappers, artists on the planet. Do you take into consideration any of the English barrier maybe, or Spanish barrier? What comes into play there?
No, to me, if you're doing bilingual, do it right. You know what I mean? That's it. To me, if you're going to rap in Spanish, don't do it because you want to seem, I don't know. This to me is like, you know, I'm kind of being, because I am one of the better bilingual rappers, I think. So to me, it's like, if you're going to say the words in Spanish, I want you to say them right. If you're going to say them in English, say them right. Like, don't be hitting me with that, you know, I want to be this, but you didn't care enough to like pronounce the shit correctly. So to me, that's it. But I'm excited, man. Like I said, freestyle in itself is, you don't have to rap fast in order to freestyle. Like, to me, I'd rather you just have a dope freestyle and it be slow. Like, that's cool. But if you want to go in, then go in. But I respect the talent that it takes, because it definitely requires a sharp brain to be able to, you know, freestyle. And after 10 years of touring, you can imagine how non-sharp my brain is. So we ain't doing that.
Now, is there any one of the contestants, like, do you know kind of who's coming in already? Are you allowed to do any research, or is it just kind of like you show up and then that's the roster, whoever's there, you got to judge?
I'm popping up. I don't care about, you know, like where they're from, who you are, what you did, as long as you love me type. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, like I'm just pulling up and I'm just literally judging based on the skill that I hear right then and there. Because, you know, you don't want to be biased. You don't want to be, you want to just rate the skill, you know, and I'm going to be mad entertained. Like, I'm really excited about this. Like, do you know, there's a lot of gigs you can get, and this is a fun one. Right.
No, I mean, being a part of this and what they do with all the different things that Red Bull's involved with, it goes. Just real quick, because I know we're at a space where some people are saying, well, we need to have a men's this, women's this. And some people are like, well, if you're dope, you're just dope all around. Now, is Red Bull, do you know if they're having, is it a men's and women's? Because I've seen them do the DJ battles and it's women's and men's all together. If you're the best, you're the best, period. Do you know if that's the same with Batalla? What's going on?
It's any gender, because I've definitely seen some, and I've seen women and men, and they be going in on the women. And to me, I'm like, I do feel like the crowd sometimes needs to stop it with the, like, you be saying a cheap shot at a girl and they go, oh, and it's like, bro, come on, was that really good? Or is it just, it's a girl and it's easy to say that, you know? So I don't know. And that may be me being biased for women, but yeah, it's any gender. And I think that's better. I don't really like, as a female rapper, I don't really like when they make things all for women, because then some dudes that are only fans of male won't go to that woman's one, you know, so you don't give them that exposure. So I think it's better to just keep them all. A woman just won the Columbia one. So it's like, yo, you know, let women shine. Like, let women be over here with the dudes. A lot of times they're more talented. Let me tell you.
That's fact. That's facts. Snow the Product is here. We're talking about Batalla that's going down this weekend. It is the U.S. finals. And again, maybe you're watching this right now. You're thinking, I didn't even know this existed. How can I get involved? We'll put all that information, but it is redbull.com/Batalla, Batalla. And whether it's English, Spanish, combo, bilingual, whatever you want to do, get all the information there. Good luck with the judging on that. But let's talk about Snow the Product, the music. What's going down? Talk to me. Catch me up.
We out here, man. Like, you know, it's been a long time since you've seen me out there in the South by Southwest days. I've been working a lot. I've been, thank God, you know, still have a job. COVID, I obviously stopped a lot of like shows for a long time. I've been touring for a very long time consistently. And it gave me a chance to kind of take a break and like really focus on different aspects of my life, on you know, on even like the recording process or music videos or whatever. But to me, I'm happy. I got a new song coming out with Jon Z. The song's dropping the 15th. It's awesome. Puerto Rico, Mexico, you know, we're making some girls twerk all over the world, and I'm very excited, you know. So make sure you guys check out the song, check out the video. Feliz Día de la Independencia, tómense un pinche tequila, ya sabes, aquí la mexicana con tremendo flow. Y pues that's it, you know. Hispanic Heritage Month, we lit. We should celebrate Hispanics all year round, but but if we got to do it 1 month, I guess we'll do it now. But, if you enjoy tequila and tacos all year, then you should celebrate Hispanics all year.
All day. I always say, man, they love the culture. They don't love the people. Depends on the side of the country you're at. But so let me ask you this, since you just kind of mentioned it, we do get a month strictly that's supposed to be for Hispanic heritage. And like in February, we have Black History Month. Martin Luther King Jr., obviously, we've seen the essays that say, I have a dream. What is Snow the Product's dream? Because if we're going to have one, I think we should celebrate our brown dreams as well during this month. And we don't ever really get a lot of people asking that question or be able to share their dream for everyone. What you got? Yeah.
I mean, I'm living it, man. I'm very, very grateful. I feel like, I didn't even think I would get further than, regional, acknowledgement. So to me, to be able to now be international, for me to be able to pay not only my bills, my family's bills, some of my friends, you know what I mean? Like be able to employ them, to put them in positions to make their own money, to teach them, about owning a business or whatever, like I'm in it, you know what I mean? And I would be very ungrateful to not understand that that's where I'm at. So anything bigger than this is I just want a healthy family. I want my kid to grow up to be a real man, not not none of these suckers out here that's living, pretending and shit. Other than that, to influence as many people as possible and represent La Raza all the way to the top. And I feel like for Mexican Americans and Mexicans in general to, support each other a little bit more. I would love to be a part of that happening. I support them, anybody else that's doing this. I hope that they support me and that we can show more unity, and that's it.
Yeah, you're right. And speaking of being Mexican and in this industry, I mean, it's hard, whether it's music or whether it's on the screen. The past 2 months, I've gotten to talk to so many people from J-Lo to Paula Garces to just so many people that have been just tied in. And one of the common themes is like provide more opportunities for brown people to get in major roles, whether it's on TV, whether it's on the big screen, whatever it may be, whether you're a writer, whether you're a director, whether you're a producer, whether you're the actual talent. And it's to provide more opportunities. A lot of people are stepping up and taking those risks. And you being a part of Queen of the South, which, by the way, good job. Great job. I think you held it down, girl. You held it down.
Thank you.
I know just jumping into that world, and I've heard the story about how you got involved with Queen of the South. And do you feel ever since you were a part of that and come, 3 or 4 years, how have you seen progression as far as have you been called for more roles? Have you seen other writers, producers reach out? What are you seeing from your angle?
Yeah, definitely. All of the above. I feel like, now I'm talking to a company about, docuseries or writing or scripted or unscripted and just different things, getting into production, like just our stories have to be told in a particular way. And I feel like, maybe people are trying to do it for the good of Hispanics and like shine a light on us. But if you don't tell that story the correct way, you're just making it corny for when we want to tell it. And I think that's one thing that, it's the same thing with being queer. Like, I feel like, a lot of people are getting on Lil Nas X's case because he's being gay on camera, but at the same time, he is a gay male representing gay males. I think a lot of times there's straight women doing gay stuff for the camera, for the shock value. But when you realize that there is lesbian women or bisexual women that are, really living that life, really have those struggles, because it's not just to be sexualized, it's a real struggle. To come out to your, Latino family a lot of times, or, minorities that necessarily aren't a fan of it. That type of stuff, or being Mexican or telling our immigrant stories, all those things, I feel like they should be told by the people that's their story. You know what I mean? So, I'm not just making it a race thing. I'm just also being like, bro, like we need to tell the stories correctly or don't tell them at all. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Snow, again, I know I'm going to do this just real quick on the back wall right here. Can you see all 8 people?
Yeah.
This is called my famous 8. This used to hang in my restaurant. Unfortunately, COVID shut it down. But nevertheless, there's 8 legends on this wall. If you can name all 8, I'm going to make a donation to a charity of your choice. We're going to start
I can't see too clearly that top one. Is that?
Okay, let me move out the way a little bit.
Is that Martin Luther King, Vicente Fernandez, Bob Marley? Is the one on the left? I can't really see that clearly. Is that Pedro Infante?
No.
Who is that?
I'm going to give you a hint. Everybody on this wall, this is a very inclusive wall, which covers white, black, Latino, straight, gay, LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, all right. I see Cantinflas. I see Pac. I see Marilyn Monroe. Your mic is covering the one on the... Okay. Bruce Lee.
Correct. Now we're going back to the last one.
That last one, bro, I can't freaking make it out.
They did a movie. There's a movie based on his whole band. He is the lead singer.
The guy from Queen?
Yes.
What the fuck is his name? My brother's going to kill me. Bro, my brother's going to kill me.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll give it to you anyway.
All right. Yo, my brother's really going to be like, are you serious when he sees this video?
No, it's all good. You said Queen. I'm giving it to you, Freddie Mercury.
Thank you.
Now the hard part is choosing, or maybe it's easy for you. Which organization would you like me to donate to?
Somos Familia. And yeah, man, let me know. I mean, I'll match it. Anything that you're working with, by the way, if you want me, to also help out, let me know. I'm fully available. And thank you for doing the good work, man.
That's love. Snow, I appreciate your time. Good luck with everything. Hopefully you see on that screen. We're waiting on the new single. Give it to us one more time because you got to give us a little sample, a little something before you drop.
Oh my gosh. Que le va a gustar. I'm going to send you to it, and I'll send it to you on IG, and maybe you could throw it in there when you drop the video. Thank you so much for the blessing, man. And have a good week.
Hey, much love. Snow, thank you so much.
Gracias.
Wow. Que le gusta el flow. Dice que le gusta el flow.